This place is a magical place. Libertad Urban Farm is the result of a 6 to 7 year community-led campaign to create a safe growing space where community residents can come and learn how to grow food and have access to quality food in a place that has some real food in access issues. This is on a... We are the BLK Projek, and when we say this place is magical, we mean it. My name is Tanya Fields. I started the BLK Projek 10 years ago as a solution to racist and sexist policies and cultural norms that resulted in too many women, youth, and children not having access to healthy food, communities, or living wage jobs. As a marginalized mother of 6 who's all too familiar with lack of access to resources, I know what it's like to be homeless. I know what it's like to be hungry. My lived experience has made me keenly aware that too many Black women and girls are not fully aware of their agency, and I'm committed to changing that. My approach is to use an intersectional model that recognizes that none of these issues exist in a vacuum and all result in the continuous marginalization of Black women, youth, and children. All of this lit a fire under my ass to organize and mentor other Black women and women of color, to create programs that have resulted in opportunities to make money and increase access to quality food and allow for opportunities to politicize our sisters, enrich the lives of our children, and cultivate safe, radical spaces to restore our agency. In the last 10 years, we have created Libertad Urban Farm, a successful multi-generational women-led farm that has grown hundreds of pounds of food, hosted culturally relevant social events that center the voices and narratives of women and girls, and served as an education and developmental space for young groups, schools, and summer youth employment. There's also our South Bronx Mobile Market and Buying Club, which provides families with access to affordable, quality food sourced from local New York State farmers. The market is also run by women and targets families, many of whom also happen to be women-led. And here at the BLK Projek, everybody eats B. That's why we accept SNAP dollars and volunteerism as a form of payment. Throughout the year, we host a series of events that validate the experiences of Black women and build community. Our biggest yearly event is our Not Just Talk Summit. Not Just Talk highlights amazing women and their work in a series of talks we like to call Tanya Talks. They're like TED Talks, but sassier and blacker. Our summit also includes delicious food, workshops, entertainment, and panels for participants of all ages, as well as childcare. Our grassroots work has been covered by MSNBC, the New York Times, Delta Sky Magazine, The Daily News, Fast Company, and other local and national media outlets. Media coverage has been lit, but being 10 years deep in this work doesn't come without its challenges, some of which have threatened the very existence of our programming.
Gone. They have destroyed the last 2 years of work that I've put into this and into this community. I'm over it. I'm done.
But I wasn't done, and the community showed up to remind me exactly what resilience looks like. Armed with a newfound sense of motivation and determination, we embarked on a journey of renewal and expansion. With the support of community led by kick-ass Black women, we realized we could not be broken.
The community knows how to solve its own problems, and when somebody, a member of the community, calls for help, you need to bring your ass out here and just help.
That's it, honey. That's it.
We laid new topsoil, built new raised beds, developed a youth program, hired women of color to build a chicken coop, and secured a new gate. But it didn't just end with rebuilding the farm. Oh no, the BLK Projek does so much more than urban farming. We bought a new bus for the South Bronx Mobile Market. We hired staff, including a program director and communication associate, changing the trajectory of their lives.
And I love it. I love the challenge of it, and I'm just looking forward to working more on that in the future. I think that the BLK Projek is doing an amazing job of building women leaders. and women who are in charge feel in charge here, because you allow us the space to like for myself to put projects together and throw events, and others to like lead, and to have someone take that chance on me, considering that I don't necessarily come from that background. It's just something that I will always be grateful for.
Don't cry, girl.
We expanded our programming and doubled our budget after securing several new funders, including a $15,000 donation from an unnamed benefactor. The Black Project is out here living its best life. But with a decade in the social justice game, we are set for our next stage of development. In our 10th year, we are evolving. The Black Project is now set to become the Black Feminist Project, with a new look and expanded programming like Sis Do You, which will work with young women and girls in the pipeline to heal, educate, and cultivate leadership potential. We are moving into 2019 with a renewed sense of purpose and a more intersectional mission. But we can't do so without your help. We have big things planned and can only achieve them if we double our budget and fill the gaps. We are committed to raising a minimum of $160,000. Now, I know that seems like a lot, but we can do it because we are literally changing lives and we've got the receipts. If we can raise $750,000 as a community for an imaginary boys' school, we can certainly raise $160,000 for programming that restores the agency of Black women and girls, grows organic food, stewards a radical food growing space, and creates a safe environment that centers the voices of women and girls. We are literally the embodiment of Black girl magic. So let me tell you what your $160,000 is going to do. $25,000 will be allocated for the use of Libertad Urban Farm to buy rakes and shovels, soil, plant starts and seeds, weatherize our gazebo, and arrange community meetings. It will also keep our farm manager on staff because, look at this face. With $15,000 from Bank of America, we were able to buy a new bus for the South Bronx Mobile Market. But now we need to fabricate Miss Honey. So $25,000 will be used to install stainless steel countertops, hand washing stations, a service window, food warmers, and small appliances. And we've already got an installer. This cool dude, he's Bay, Installer Bay. The bulk of the money will go to overall general operations, filling our budget gaps for salary because paying marginalized women living wages is revolutionary. It will fund stipends for the participants of the Sis Do You program, meeting the immediate needs of young women and non-men at risk. And the most exciting piece is a storefront space. After a decade of work, we are ready to have a drop-in space that stabilizes programming, provides respite for members of the community, and will be an anchor for our buying club and the South Bronx Mobile Market. And last, but certainly not least, is our 5th annual Not Just Talk. This year's theme, Come Through Joy. In a social climate that makes even the most day-to-day living difficult, especially for Black women, girls, and femmes who exist at the margins, the act of joy is revolutionary. We are constantly engaging in developing a praxis of revolutionary joy at the Black Feminist Project. And this conference will be a convening for practitioners, lay people, youth, and children to get terms and help develop the ways we hold loving, joyous space to create solutions that uplift us all. Funds will be used to pay for space rental, quality childcare, and making sure that we provide talent and speakers with honorariums.
That is the kind of women, the stock that I come from. The women and the children who have been forgotten about but who offer so much, who have been relegated to the positions of burden or victim. The ones who people made to feel that they could not save themselves when we have been saving ourselves when everybody else forgot about us.
The idea that I could save myself and women like me with children like mine never seemed unattainable to me. That I was somebody's statistic has never overwhelmed me. This work, with all its challenges, the lack of capacity, not enough money, people who sometimes feel like they have given up on themselves, never feels daunting. It feels like love. It feels like affection. It feels like liberation.